Hello everyone, this is TvZ vladerag here to bring you another match. Going to try and hide the replay time this time, see how everybody likes that. It was just to me by some of my friends, some of my viewers, all 8 of you. Hi. Hopefully this amazing game of StarCraft will entice a few more people to watch. I hope I'm enticing a few people to play. Oh my gosh, I love this game. Anyway, today we're going to be looking at a TvZ on Neoplanet SLE between FXO's Strelok and GosWser, who is off of his win versus Acer's Bly just a bit ago. I mean, this is a set from the Zotac Cup. Sorry, I get so excited I can barely speak. GosWser beat Bly 3-1 in that set. Quite the games. ZvZ, of course, my favorite matchup. This is a TvZ or a ZVP, ZVP. GosWser is now a Protoss player. Just go with it. ZVT on Neoplanet. ZVT is also pretty darn fun to watch. I can never imagine, how does Terran deal with Mutalisks? I do know, but I just can't do it. I don't have the APM. I don't have the awareness. But we'll see how this all happens. Looks like we're going to be seeing a 15 hatch out of GosWser. I've always felt that was just a tad bit risky to do versus Terran, in case they go for like 2 base pressure. But of course, on the other hand, multiple racks pressure is sort of dangerous by itself as Terran, just because if they do go for a lot of speedlings or a bunch of roaches or banelings, basically any tier 1 Zerg is just really good in general. He's not even really going to wall this. Oh no, that's room for a add-on for his wall off. Probably will be seeing a wall off here as well fairly soon afterwards. I do like how he does put his expand there. I know that there's, oh gosh, what player was it that if the Terran built inside their base to be extra safe, they would like expand to their natural. It was just, oh god, I gotta figure that one out. I know Day9 mentions his name somewhere, I think. I'll have to go run through just a bunch of dailies, try and figure out what's going to happen. What's going to happen in this game, I don't know. What I do know is we do have a gas in this opening for Strelok. A lot of times it signals aggression, although we already do have an expand on the field. We might be seeing early factories, perhaps Hellions. Maybe Reapers. Reapers do seem to be a very common thing. I guess not with the Marines down like that. Reaper versus Zerg, of course, is a little weaker simply because of the Queen, which does tend to, I gotta say, the Queen has always seemed to me to be one of the best units ever. I mean, I just feel like Zerg never thinks about how amazing the Queen is, because it really makes things like, I'm just gonna pop in with an Oracle and harass. It makes it difficult because there's always a Queen. You know, and it's difficult to just be like, I'm going to send in a couple of Reapers and see what happens. You can't do that versus Zerg. Now we do have these Marines there. They will be able to take out those Zerglings without any trouble should those Zerglings decide to run over there. Oh, and there goes the bunker down. We are going to see the Marines engage that Gosu Micro that we all know and love. Whew. Now, I just want to point out right now that his average APM for GosWser is currently 8 times mine. Yeah, that's actually, I do sort of embarrassing to admit that I do indeed have a 30-some average APM. Oh, Roach is already coming down. This is not going to be good for Strelok. A lot of Roaches could be dangerous. He does not really have anything to handle these Roaches, I don't think, but we're seeing Widow Mines. Never mind, it may, well, I don't know. I don't know if that Widow Mine can get a good enough hit off. Is this SCV? SCV does scout it. does see a couple of roaches moving across, but the roaches are almost already there in some ways. He's going to have to be ready. There goes down the barracks. Oh my gosh, we are going to be seeing double Widow Mine production and a bunker behind the bunker. Makes some sense. Widow Mine there. These roaches are going to try and bust through and take an early win. I don't think this could be, this is not an all-in at all, it's just early pressure. There's the repair going right for that. There goes the Widow Mine, does not get that much of a hit off. Oh my gosh, a lot of SCVs died. That next bunker is going to be complete. Lots of repairs going on, and we are going to see a quick evacuation into the bottom bunk. No, we're not. There's the repairs. Oh gosh. I wonder how much this is costing him in workers. 13 dead already. There's the retreat into the back bunker. Will it be enough? Are they even going to stop to engage the Marines? They are not. We are seeing a... what? A widow mine drop in your own mineral line. Gotta love it. There's the engagement. Those roaches are doomed. There goes one. I mean, if he does micro it well enough, he certainly can get some hits up on the Marines. But I feel like this Widow Mine drop has been thwarted. We are indeed seeing spore crawlers come down in the main base, but not the natural. That means that this still could be in danger. We are seeing a move out. Biomine could be a decent enough push. We do see 3 roaches on the way. That will not be enough to take this out. Not all that many Marines. That medevac, where did it disappear? Oh, that is brilliant. Coming back and forth. We are going to see this Widow Mines begin the pressure. Hellions also on the way. Love this kind of play. Lots of pressure, lots of now trying to do a quick drop. Will not be effective. There is that spore. Where are the spore crawlers? There it is. There's the spore crawler, preventing any form of run-bys. Do see that Overlord just probably getting a scout out, seeing what's going on. Totally just everything. These Marines are deciding, well, you know what, maybe we should just go home. Cannot blame them. One Widow Mine's going to be burying there to deny that third base, force them to go over here. Everything is proceeding despite that little bit of action. Looks like we will be going into the mid-game. Or maybe this is the mid. No, we are proceeding into the mid-game. Oh gosh, you know what? I don't even know what I'm talking about. Let's just put it that way. No, this guy, he has no idea what's going on. This is just let's face it. Let's face it. In the end, these guys are just too... they're just too good. To some extent, it's almost like I can't comprehend how good they are. Like, for example, that Changeling, he dropped a Changeling down to set off the Widow Mine, and he noticed it happening, unburrowed the Widow Mine, and then reburrowed it here. Look at that. That is GosWser right there. That is the definition of high-handed. Whew. Are seeing him continue to drop Widow Mines all over the map. The scout has happened. That Viking does see this. We are seeing a Hydralisk come down. Oops, don't mean to put that one up. So you do see the Hydralisk den come down. Roaches on the field, +1 upgrades on the way. We are seeing Terrigan vehicles level 1. And a mech play, it looks like. Tank Hellbat, very strong. Very, very strong. I don't know precisely how well Hellbats are going to match up against roaches. I do remember that when I first saw Hellbats, I thought, you know, this might be better against roaches than the, and there's the Hellions coming down, getting some harasses off. Don't know if he's going to be killing enough to make any of this worth the while and the time. Simply because, I mean, yeah, it's just, this is quite the match. I do sort of always, I've always wondered if you like ran a medevac with 4 Hellions back here and then set down here and then transformed them, how you could imagine that, like a 4 Hellbat drop. Crazy. Anyways, well, what was I talking about? Probably want to get that out of the way. I have no idea. La la la. I like saying that. We are seeing the third base come down already. Blocked with a changeling. Oh, GosWser once again. Look at this. Blocking that X-Band with a changeling. We are going to see that fall down shortly, though, as these Marines and tanks and Hellbats are coming out. Actually, I do remember what I was saying. I remember that Hellbats, when I first saw them, because of their splash damage, and by the way, this was before the nerf, so they still, I believe it was before the nerf. Indeed, it was before the nerfs. They do have their bonus damage versus light without having to get any upgrades whatsoever. You see, I thought to myself, well, if you look at their damage and you compare it to the damage of a Marauder, when you take into account that Hellbats do splash damage, you have to wonder if a Hellbat might actually be better against roaches than the Marauder. That was my contention. I'm not so certain anymore. I believe that it could be if you had like super GosWser micro, or I don't even know what it would have to be. We are seeing a bunch of changelings come down. I don't know what this one's for. Then there is a move out. He does see them already. He's going to get a bunch of scouting information off. There is that medevac with some Hellbats in it. You could drop those Hellbats on the roaches. That actually would not be a bad idea, so long as the Hydralisks are otherwise busy. Do see some roaches going to be moving down there. Not a good choice. Those tanks do just ruin that one. Bunch of Vikings out as well. Not quite so certain what they are for. Hellbat tank, it's good, especially because those Hellbats are healed by medevacs, being bio. 2-2 on the way for our Zerg player. That third base is in trouble. Vikings have landed, and this will be enough here. Starting to inch forward with those siege tanks. They are moving into position, and that hatch is going to fall. We are seeing these roaches just move out and around. Oh gosh, that was so close there. I don't think he realized there was a widow mine. I think he sent something over there and it died. And there's the cancel. Are we seeing him pull back? Are we seeing him move forward? These tanks seem a little exposed to me. I don't know. Maybe you're just a little scared of those overlords perhaps doing some sort of drop. I just don't think he has OV speed. He does not. That does not mean much. Well, it does mean much. It just could be, a lot of things could be happening here. I think GosWser is in trouble right now. He has mostly roads, but we do see Vipers on the field. They will make a huge difference versus those siege tanks. He does continue to lose overlords. Don't know if it's scouting or just misrally. I'm going to say scouting because I just don't believe that. There we see finally the purpose of those Vikings denying. Absolutely denying those, can I even see the range on these? I guess I cannot see the range from that. Absolutely denying those Vipers. Nevertheless, that Roach Hydra is going to push through, and we have a ninja expansion from GosWser at that location. I like it a lot. We do see these Roach Hydra continue to move out. Will it be enough? I feel that, no. Strelok will have more than enough to push us back. He needs a micro away from those tanks before they ruin this day. Oh my gosh, what a game. I really feel like all of a sudden the Mutalisks would do him a lot of good. On the other hand, we'd probably just see some Thors out. I mean, that's what pro players are all about, right? Being ready for everything and being able to handle anything at any time. Are seeing +3 attack and +3 plating on the way. Remember that +3 plating affects both air and ground, so that, it doesn't affect bio, which of course is the trade-off, but it does affect both Viking and tank armor. Are seeing these units move out here, right past these widow mines, which are just as good for scouting, I feel, as they are for, oh, is this going to be scouted? Oh my gosh, does he know about this, or is it? Ready to roll out. There it is, discovered there by our Terran friend Strelok. We are seeing a, what? Did you see that wow, I can't even talk. Sensor tower. Listen, these games are just so amazing. It's difficult to comprehend. Oh my gosh, I feel this third is still in danger from any sort of push by Terran. Do see this medevac here with its Hellbats in tow. Double Hellbat drop coming up. We are going to be in danger. We do see Vipers out. Vipers, of course, very useful for handling Zerg. Are they trying? They are trying to expand to the same location. Oh my gosh, good gosh. Terran is now moving out along the bottom side. He's going to scout this expansion with his scouting command center. This base is doomed. Fourth base cannot hold, but on the other hand, certainly going to lose his command center. He is in trouble because his own third is in danger. I don't know if it's worth trying to keep killing this if he's going to lose a lot here. If he just, oh gosh, we're going to start losing these tanks. Here comes the Vipers and their blinding cloud. We have roaches everywhere. This third base is in trouble. What are these units doing? They're not doing anything. They need to micro forward. But he does stop that command center from happening, from occurring. And it looks like Terran does have the advantage once again, pushing right through this. Mech armies are very good. I'm starting to feel like we really need to be seeing some sort of hive tech out of GosWser. We need to be seeing either Brood Lords or Ultralisks, maybe. Maybe I'm completely wrong. I do not know. What I do know is he's being denied and kept down. What is his income? Look at that supply differential. Oh my gosh, GosWser is on the ropes. Losing a base, another base again. This is just not good. What is he going to be able to do? I don't think he can do anything. I think that the Terran army has just reached the point where he almost, yeah, he's just gonna try, he's gonna split it up, defend this push, and push out himself. That is how much he has. He might be, it depends on if he can make it back in time. I feel like he might be able to lose part of his army, but I feel like the rest of this will certainly be able to hold the push. Now GosWser is not even going to try, pulling back to his natural, moving out very cautiously. Here he does not have much creep spread. It has been being denied. All those scans, all this stuff. How can you even handle this game? Oh my gosh. Those Vikings doing such a good job keeping the Vipers back. And look at the GosWser siege tank micro. Of all things, normally you don't hear about that. You talk about positioning. But no, now in the era of blinding cloud micro, and there's the GG. GosWser taking the loss. We'll see if he can come back like he did versus Bly in our